all see the price of diesel. It goes up and skyrockets like your giant robot. Now, I know, right? I'm not sure what it is, but like he uses it a lot. I think it's called a spear? Lance, that's it, Lance.
I think it's also speed. God damn, he's fast.
The pilot or the robot?
Oh. Didn't you see that part where he like went up and kicked that camera, that self...
Yeah, the self-automatic camera, it has a 0.05 second chance of boom!
So what did he just run? Boom!
He ran up the wall and kicked the camera away.
What? What?
But I'm the one with the superpower. What? You will disregard that! The only thing that works against a nightmare frame, frankly, because they're so plot-oriented, is, and that's not only the truth, it is a bad pun. That's right, my friends.
Oh, writers and their puns.
Coming near the end of it, Sentinels. I understand this is very much an American franchise. I understand. It's still a giant robot, and you know what? We live in America. That's where they're going to attack first of all.
And you're pretty boned with these ones because they're built to deal with mutants who have superpowers. What do you got? That's right, fists.
Not gonna work too well. These things have evolved throughout the years. Sentinels are always, depending on the writer, they come up with new attacks that simply blow you out of the water every time. Destroy, destroy, destroy. The only thing you can really do against a Sentinel is, well, first off, you're not the primary target. Ooh, or in this case, roll, Patrick Stewart, roll. Roll it away. Wow. If they ever come at you, there is one thing that has worked not only against Sentinels every time, but every threat to the Marvel Universe. And that is throw Wolverine. This is the only thing that works. Look at him on top of there, scraping that robot's brain. That is a man who loves his job. Look at that robot. My memories of my child and my family. I won't make it to your soccer game, Billy. Worst birthday ever.
So if you're in a pinch, Hugh Jackman will do.
Or Christian Bale. He is Batman. The most important robot of all time. This is why we wrap up this part of the panel with the greatest robot of all time. The first to ever combine into another giant robot. There's my man right there, Voltron. That's right. Yeah. Woohoo! Robot about to kill us all. How is Voltron going to kill you? It is loaded with attacks. First off, flamethrowers are in his hands. Even if it high-fives you, it will burn you. It's made of lions. Robot lions, look at its feet. Its feet are lion mouths. He can kick you in the balls and bite down. How necessary is that as an attack? Ow. There we go.
Ow.
It's made of robots! Despite the fact that Voltron is made of 5 robots that have to coordinate every move that they do and sync up and work as a team, Voltron, not a team player. You ever realize that? Voltron's job is to wipe out every other giant robot? What's every other giant robot trying to do? Wipe out Voltron. It's a vicious cycle. It's a metaphor for robots. There's one thing that works against Voltron. The only thing that works against Voltron and his blazing sword. The only defense we have ever seen work. Nothing! You don't win against Voltron! Voltron wins unless it's a robot chicken and you challenge him to a dance off. You don't win against Voltron! It's Voltron! Yes!
Perhaps.
Every panel someone brings this up!
Yes! But it's right there! Voltron always wins! It's right there!
Now before this devolves into a butt of Chuck Norris this panel, that's next year's panel. The Chuck Norris panel. That's gonna be an amazing panel. I can't wait for that. Thank you for the idea.
Okay, you in the striped hat. If you challenge Voltron to a dance-off, what songs are best? Did I get that correct? Awesome.
November Rain by Guns N' Roses. No one knows how to dance to that. This is sad. Get your hand off my ass. I don't like this song.
We need to wrap this up. We're getting close to out of time.
You're right. We do want to leave you with the slightest glimmer of hope. Yes, robots will crush and destroy us all. Hands down. It's just going to happen. But we do have some time. The main reason, it's green and it rhymes with money. The answer is money. Thank you. We're just going to run some basic numbers. The power of math compels you. We're just going to, not scary math, just basic stuff.
Some Japanese people estimated what it would cost to actually build a Gundam.
They apparently had nothing else to do with their lives.
Yeah. $725 million a Gundam. And that's made with steel, not exotic Gundanium, which is invincible.
Let's just make the robot. Before funding the pilot, before even the weaponry, we'll get to that. According to the mechanized propulsion system, those bastards who were trying to destroy us all, remember?
Obviously.
Average Zaku Mecha, the pawn, the guy with 2 hit points at most,
the one that all the Gundams are bigger than.
Weighs 60 tons. Granted, we have tanks that weigh a lot more than that.
No, that's about what a tank weighs.
But still,
roughly
60 tons. Let's calculate the cost of getting the robot into orbit once.
Yes.
Like just throwing the robot up, because every robot can just go into space.
Yes, the biggest thing we ever launched into space was the Apollo rocket. This was the most powerful, I think it still has the record as the most powerful thing mankind has ever built, but wasn't a nuclear weapon. It launched it achieved escape velocity from the planet, which is actually really freaking fast and really hard to do. And it got 50 tons to the moon. Now,
we need
our Mecha is
a little more.
Is 60 tons, which is, we need something bigger. And it also was the biggest peacetime commitment of resources in all of human history.
We saw the moon and we said, want. Every other country said, you guys are idiots.
Except Russia. Russia also said, want. Well, only because you want it.
Well, we want more. So, it's more expensive to send the robot into space than to actually make the robot.
Yes.
The most important reason we can't have these things. Ammo, weapons
the
are
burn
expensive.
rate on these things is ridiculous.
First off, the weight of the ammunition now adds to the weight of the robot ammo. It's an Itano circus. How many times does Heavy Arms do that in an episode of Gundam W? All the time. It's just loaded with missiles. Missiles everywhere. Average Sidewinder missile.
Sidewinder. Sidewinder is a dumb
the
missile.
Stupidest, most basic missile we have.
Heat. That's all it does. $85,000 a piece. So, one
Itano circus.
One Itano circus. And this is a small Itano circus. It's only 30 missiles, not 200.
This is a basic combo. This is not a finishing
$2.5 billion for one. How are you going to fund a series?
We're going to fund multiple robots. Long story short, they're expensive, they're heavy. We're not going to deal with robots anytime soon. You're better off loading up on shotguns, crowbars, and buckshot, because the zombies are coming before you. All right.
Okay. I think we can.
We're gonna have a couple of questions.
Okay. Well, first off, are the next panelists here?
Are the next panelists here?
Are they? No. Well, if anyone sees them, tell them to come up and set up their stuff while we take questions.
We will gladly leave. If anyone's interested, I'm doing my otaku-specific stand-up comedy show at 8 o'clock. They haven't told me the panel room yet. I will find it. It's on your schedule. I will also be emceeing your cosplay masquerade tomorrow. Hope to see you guys there. Why do I have a chainsaw?
I don't know.